Is Ronald Acuna Jr. the next Mike Trout? Let's talk about that on the next episode of
This is the Brave Idiots Podcast. Welcome back for episode 8. We start each and every week with Soft Toss, just sharing our short thoughts on whatever's the hottest topics in Braves baseball and other baseball news. So we had a good trip out west, 6-3, swept the Rockies. We lost our first series of the year. It took like a month to do it. We lost to the Mariners. Took 2 or 3 from the Dodgers, and Briar predicted 6-4 record, and he was correct. So he is going to get 100 pod points and reclaim his lead. Hopefully, by the end of this podcast, he will not have the lead anymore. Once again, yeah. But to be seen. If you want to check out our predictions for the next 3 series, you got to check out our Insta because Briar's going to be on the job of like making a little graphic for us to see what we've guessed for these next 3 series and putting them to work. Guys, Strider looked good. I mean, that's kind of what's forefront of my mind, especially seeing as he's on my my fantasy team. Since I picked him, I was like, I know I'm going to lose this week, but I am just going to plan for the future and go ahead and drop whoever and pick Strider up because and I had a feeling, like you have that feeling like, I feel like for 2 days before that LA start, I was like, gosh, I should just pick Strider up and pitch him because I just have a feeling like he's just gonna be good. The Dodgers aren't gonna be able to hit him, and it was exactly what happened. He goes out there, strikes out 8. I mean, just blowing it past them.
I feel like all the hate we gave him last week just pumped him up. And I know he didn't hear any of that from us, but
he watched the pod.
We're going to claim it. He watched the podcast. He heard us hating.
It's either that or he's just finally just said, you know what, I'm not going to think about this like Briar. He listened to Briar coach a little bit and said,
that's right.
I'm not going to overthink this. I'm just going to go out there and do what Spencer Strider does.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm glad he listened to the podcast.
Yeah. Thanks,
anytime that I'm moaning and groaning on the couch over there while I'm watching the game or something, all I'm thinking to myself is, why am I not getting paid the big bucks? Why am I not out there? Why is Walt Weiss coaching the Atlanta Braves and not me? I should have been Bobby Cox's rightful successor. All right. That's also another topic that we have to touch on. Actually, we'll just do it real quick. RIP to Bobby Cox and Ted Turner. We haven't talked about either one of those big giants in our community that we lost. Posted a little memorial post on social media the other day, but rest in peace to those legends. It's a very sad time in Braves country, but we honored Bobby with a win, though, and that's all we can ask for. So
that's true.
Tip the cash, boys.
Not only a win, we took the series from the Dodgers, baby.
Exactly.
First time since what they say 2022, 2023, something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
first time we beat the Dodgers at home at their place.
It was long.
Yeah, well, we beat them. We beat them when that year that Ronnie went out there and did his thing when he solidified his MVP out there.
Yeah, the one where Freddie's turning and looking at the camera.
Yeah, Mookie going after he hit that ball. Yeah, So I remember that year we won it. I could imagine the last 2 years we've lost it. I know last year we got swept, so there's that. So it's really, I mean, I feel like that, it happens. It's only been a couple years, but yeah, historically we play terrible at Dodger Stadium. That's just kind of a thing. That's why I chose us to lose 2 of those games, which it turned out to be the opposite. Because it's just one of those. It's the Dodgers, whether you want to say it or not, they are the measuring stick in baseball. Okay, and so if you're going out to LA after you've already played another, whatever, were we at 2 different series before we played the Dodgers out there? We went out and played Seattle and who else out there?
We played Seattle and oh my gosh,
Colorado.
Yeah,
Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado.
Colorado,
okay.
then
So-
Seattle. Yeah.
So, and then you're on a long. So the last series of that road trip is LA. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they were able to go out there and win 2 out of 3 games, which they probably should have won game 1 if they actually converted some runners in scoring position opportunities.
We went, like
But
0 for 10 with runners in scoring position.
yeah, exactly. Probably shouldn't send Michael Harris. I mean, Riley barely missed a home run on one of those things, so it could have been very well been 3-1 us at one point. But it, either way, if you look at it, we outscored them 15-7. And I didn't even know what the hits looked like, but we had way more hits than them in the first game in the first place. So we went out there and we put a little belt to ass on them, and that's what it was. And the fact that there were some outlets that still put Chicago as the #1 team in baseball after that is insane, which right now I'm just going to say it to the camera. MLB, you suck at your power rankings. You don't know how to do your job. And I get it. I understand what you're doing. It's clickbait. This is what this clip actually itself is going to be. It's clickbait. All right. So I get what you're doing. You're doing it because you're trying to get Braves fans in the comments. And I applaud you, but you ain't slick. You ain't slick. Anyway, moving back on to what we were talking about. But yeah, I think Strider coming back, pitching the way he did against the Dodgers too, as well. That's another thing, right? I think that you can't ask for a better thing after the start with the Rockies. It makes you feel really good, but you just got to hope it's consistent. But I will say this is the first time since he's been back since that surgery or that brace that he's actually looked like his old self. Like he actually really did the first time. So it's good. It's good, man. He looked good. So
a lot of good signs.
Yeah.
A lot of good signs.
Can't complain.
Yeah, and along with that, looks like Riley's starting to click. Got the home run tonight. Starting to hit the ball pretty good. Starting to think maybe see the ball a little bit better, and not trying to just pull everything. So it's always whenever he's starting to do good, whenever he's able to go to the opposite field and whatnot. I don't know, have no idea where the home run went tonight, but I guess he probably
right center.
Okay.
Yep.
So, good.
Yeah.
Which is a good.
Yeah, I mean he had a good.
On the right center.
What was it?
Yep.
I said that's a good sign for Riley if it's going to right center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you just can hit the ball there. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's driving the ball very well. I mean, he had a great series against the Dodgers. Like I said, he missed a home run at one point. I think he had 4 hits in total, 5 hits in total. He had a hit in every single game in LA. So he's coming back. So that might be a good sign, that he's starting to click. He's starting to get it. We hope tonight is the night that B.I.G.S starts to break out a little bit, because if there's a time for him to break out, it is now. Really, this is his opportunity to say, hey, I deserve to get ABs in the lineups when we all get healthy. Like, this is the moment. This is the time, because I would imagine... Yeah, from what I imagine, what Acuna, from what the status was that it was a grade 1 sprain, which just means he kind of tweaked it. Now, they'll be safe. They'll be careful with Ronnie. They should be careful. We may not see him until the end of this month, but it should not be much longer than that afterwards. So he has a couple of weeks to figure it out at the plate and to really start doing it, so that when Ronald does come back, Michael's quad is feeling 100%. They go in that situation where he gets more ABs probably against right-handed hitters or right-handed pitchers. But at the same time, you have to raise the question of, it depends also how Dubon's playing at that point as well, And if he's continued to play how he has, it's hard not to have him out there every single day.
Yep.
I did hear today, though, that it's very possible Ronnie comes back this homestand.
Yeah, that's what they said, but
well, that's what I'm saying is, like, I think that that's why I said they probably will play it safer with him, given his history. You got to keep that guy on the field. It doesn't matter how minuscule. Like, he still was hitting like 250, guys. Like, it's for Ronald, it's not the best, but for a normal average baseball player,
he's still he basically set like on base too. He was on base
Yeah.
like every game.
Yeah, so it's
I
like
mean,
you
look at
can't.
his stats. Like he's on base
And
every
he's
game.
been honestly this season, he's been playing out of his mind in right field defensively. He's had a lot of great wedge gems like this season, and I think that it's just what I'm saying is Ronald Acuna Jr. in your lineup makes you a better ball team. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to argue with that. If Ronald Acuna Jr. is available on the bench for you, he's playing the game. Like you can ask any person that has any, I don't know, MLB. You guys, like I said, you don't know how to do your job. You don't know really much. But I'm saying that I think majority of people would say that you would play Acuna in any, circumstance, right? You find a spot for that guy on the field. And so I think that you make sure that he's 100%. And so that's why I say I could see them wait until closer to the end of this month, but that's max, right? So if he comes back this weekend, that's great. But I'd like for him to maybe stay off his legs as much as possible, maybe just DH a little bit if he's coming back
I
early.
also say, question: what if if he's 80%, why not DH him? I mean,
Yeah, again.
Yeah, I mean, that's what
you could throw him in the DH spot, and then Dubon's still got a spot in the lineup.
Exactly.
And Yaz starts raking. Yaz still has a spot in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it feels like every time he gets hurt, it's on the base path. It's not. I mean, I understand he tore his ACL in right field that year, but the last two times it's been running bases.
Running the bases, yeah.
He always has some sort of scare. And you remember, like when he played the Red Sox a few years ago, I thought he had messed up his knee then. He hyperextended running through first base.
Yep.
Always on the bases.
Well, that's just a situation where, I mean, and I hate to say it because and don't get me wrong, he's had some of his lazy moments, but you just say, hey, bud, go up there, bat, just take it easy on the base paths.
Exactly.
We're not going to send you. You don't, if you ain't got to, don't go 100%.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do the same thing that they were doing with Michael Harris, where it was like literally, hey, you just take it. Like I said, you rocket it into the gap, get to second. You can get to second.
You could see, you could see Money Mike. He's just kind of like jogging it out a lot of times, which is smart. But it's Ronald Acuna Jr. and he's just used to like 100% or 110% and nothing else. And but I would say like he has gotten better about even like used to he would run out so many of those infield balls. So at least he's not really doing that anymore. You see him, he kind of just lazily goes to first these days, and I'm like, I'm kind of like, oh, Ronnie's gonna beat it out because I'm used to old Ronnie beating that out, and now, like he hits it, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be close, and then they throw it over to first, and I see him come back into the frame, and he's just like jogging. And I'm like, oh yeah, like forget like the leg. At least he's gotten smart doing that, but yeah, I feel like the tough times is whenever he hits a ball, and it's for a normal person it's just a double, and for Ronnie it's like, or for a normal person it's just a single, but for Ronnie it's a double. Or if it's a double, it's usually a triple for him. And I think other guys like Money Mike, he knows. He's like, that's the other thing is, has Money Mike ever been fast enough to beat any of that out anyways, right? It makes it easier when you're limited, and like I've always had these limitations, and now I'm realizing like I really cannot push it. But with Ronnie, it's like like he knows in his mind I can beat that out. If I just go right here, I can beat it out. Whereas somebody else, they're like double, I'm happy. Where Ronnie's like triple. His whole life he's just thought triple. So it makes it tough.
Yeah, I think that's kind of part of the issue, though, is that he's an explosive player. That's what he is. He explodes, and because he explodes, that's why he tore his ACL in the base pass. That's why he, tweaked his hamstring, because it's an explosive movement. He's exploding from it, and when he does that, it just causes everything to go like that. And, if you're not loose enough, if you're not, limber enough or whatever the situation. Now, the ACL thing, freak accident. Actually not freak accident. He stopped. What happened was he got caught. He stopped. And that's what caused him, because it was that abrupt stop. You know what I'm saying? His momentum was carrying him and he stopped, and that caused that tear. Now in right field, that was just completely blowing out his knee by just trying to, extend it, and trying to do that. But yeah, it's an explosive player. And when explosive players, a la that clip that Blake sent, Mike Trout is one of those guys as well. He was an explosive player, and that's what hurt him over the years with his body and his durability, is because of how explosive he was. He goes 100%, but he's all gas, no brakes. There's kind of this lack of self-preservation in a weird way. But like I said, you just try to keep that guy as healthy as possible. You keep him in the lineup as much as you can. So if it means, hey, we're doing good, we're still playing good ball without you, you want to rest another week, give him another week,
But players like that, it seems they always play like that, and that's why they are the way they are.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wasn't, if I remember correctly, wasn't Griffey the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did he get hurt?
Yep.
Yeah, no, he got banged up a lot, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
He explodes, but I mean like you said, that's why when Ronald Acuna Jr. connects with the ball and it goes 470 feet, you go, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like you literally, you're baffled. Or he hoses someone from right field just lackadaisically, you know what I'm saying? And just catches a guy.
Yeah. And it looks like he barely even threw it, and it's a freaking laser.
Exactly. Now, don't change him. Don't change him. Let Ronald Acuna be Ronald Acuna Jr. But like, if you can do like Jake's saying, those little small tweaks of like, hey, don't run it out, don't beat it out. If you don't have to dive out for this ball, or you don't have to jump up or anything, don't do it. Don't risk it. Right? There's a fine balance, But
side note, your boys Braves MVP for the year so far is 4 for 4 tonight.
Dome. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, Dom Smith.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and hit on our next area of expertise tonight. Chop it like it's hot. In this segment, we will discuss everything Braves news, everything Braves fans want and need to hear. This week is a special edition, as we have all come up with our own controversial, off the wall, or shall we call it off of the chop house question, right? So your off the chop house question, right? Because you always, all right, it's kind of like a little pun, guys, is, it's always off the chop house when somebody hits a ball, right? So what do you guys got? I think we're leading it off with Aston. Honestly, I came up with a question earlier, and be honest, I've got to kind of sit here and think through what my question was, because I never wrote it down. You got something, Aston?
Well, I mean, what I wrote down probably wouldn't be that controversial now in retrospect, but I think the Braves will trade Murphy.
I'm all aboard. Send him. Get him out of here.
I think I agree. I think we got to get something. I mean, we got to get something for him. Yeah, and there's a lot. I mean, like the catching position too is just like, a lot of places need catchers out there, or a backup catcher or whatever.
And also, hold on, let me preface, because something's just come to mind. I think it would be in his best interest to become a first baseman and or a DH full time.
He's blind.
I'm just saying, if he wants to save his career.
You heard it here first on the Brave Idiots podcast. Sean Murphy
is blind. That is the tag. That is the question at the beginning.
He's hitting the IL for blindness.
Murphy blind. We'll find out next.
Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. Yeah. I mean, I can see it. Send that guy, but you just got to double wrap him, when you send him somewhere, because he is fragile. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that is a take that I feel like we all agree with, at least. But I want to say majority Braves fans but there is a point where you just got to look at the guy and you just got to be like, what have you actually provided for us since you've been here? Like, legitimately, he's had moments and he's had stretches, right? But I think the overall picture of what he's been here has not been good, and it's really what I feel like when you ask people what people think of Sean Murphy's time in Atlanta, they're going to just say IL. Like, that's what they're going to say. And it's
IL
going
and hit by pitch.
same cycle every time too as well. He gets hurt, then he goes to the minor, he starts to rake. Everyone gets excited. Oh my God, Sean Murphy is back. And then he gets to the majors, and then he goes 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. And then he does that for like 2 weeks, and then he has a little hot stretch, and then he goes like that again, and then he gets injured again, and it's a cycle, and it just keeps going. You hate to see it for the guy. You don't want him to get hurt. You want him to be healthy. You hate, it's tough. And I can imagine mentally that's a tough thing to constantly have to go through. But it's business, brother. Straight up.
It's kind of funny to me how it's kind of like the trades that I don't know, you think have kind of worked out end up not working out, and the trades like AA has made that you think are not going to work out end up working out the best. Because when we got Sean Murphy, I mean, initially I was like, why are we doing this trade? It's initial thought. But once you saw Sean Murphy play, like, he was the best hitter in baseball for like the first half of the season whenever he first got here.
He first got here.
Like, dang, like, this is a good trade. Heck of a freaking trade that we made to get Sean Murphy. And then after that All-Star break, like, nothing, and same thing with the Chris Sale thing. I'm like, I kind of like Vaughn Grissom, I kind of like that guy at shortstop, baby Braves, rounding the bases. You got him and Money Mike, high-fiving and whatnot. And you're like, Chris Sale, he's just been injured, man. He's just been injured all the time. And then Chris Sale gets here, wins a Cy Young, and might be
a triple crown. And a triple crown. Way more impressive.
Can we all agree that was probably the biggest fleece of a trade to ever happen?
It feels that way, but then again, there is William Contreras for Sean Murphy. So I'm just saying that is, I mean, because guess who's continually been playing well ever since that trade? William Contreras. So it's
William Contreras has not won an MVP. We got a Cy Young winner for a 4A player.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely so. Oh, I mean, but I never really had the concern when we got him. I remember thinking to myself, I go, you got a guy that literally has not actually had an on-field injury, but everyone thinks he's been plagued with injuries. All of them been stupid injuries by him, and they've been all just kind of like minor injuries that kind of just nagged on a little bit. If it was actually because he was throwing and hurt himself or something like that, like every other pitcher in the MLB, again, by the way, MLB, figure out what's going on with these elbow issues. There should not be this happening. Anyway, moving on. I'm having a lot of conversation with MLB tonight. You're on the clock, brother. Anyway, but yeah, you said Braves win?
Braves win.
Oh, okay. Then that's in the podcast with that. Let's just go. All right. That's what we're talking about. But anyway, all right. Who's next? Who's next? Who has a hot take next?
Briar, you just said who for like 10 seconds.
I sure did.
I don't know what's happening.
And you slowly moved across the street.
Ooh.
I don't know what's going on. Whoops. I don't know.
It's all good.
I said who goes next?
Hey, aliens are real, man. Sound like
who goes next?
All right. Let's I've got one here. I just literally a random question. Who would you rather manage your team? This is prime Bruce Bochy, prime Dusty Baker, prime Joe Torre, prime Bobby Cox.
Jeez.
What do you guys think? As Joe Torre, Dusty Baker, Bobby Cox, Bruce Bochy, prime. Who and why?
Dusty Baker, it took him years to get his World Series. So yeah.
But he took I mean, he took teams to the World Series.
I mean,
he knocked out our Braves several times.
Well, that's what I'm saying though, is that he's gotten to the World Series multiple times. He only got one though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that there's anything to get that. Bobby's the same way. Bobby got one and he went to him a lot, you know. And I love Bobby.
14 straight divisional titles. I mean, that's
I love Bobby.
That's winning consistency, though.
Yeah. So,
but Joe Torre won. What did he win?
Yeah,
five or six, 4 maybe 5.
Yeah, but that's the thing with Joe Torre too. Joe Torre also is like Dave Roberts with the Dodgers. I can coach that Yankees team to a World Series. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a ball team.
What do you guys say about old Brucey Bruce when he was with
Bochy with the Giants? Yeah. That guy didn't have the best rosters and somehow got 3. You know what I'm saying?
Andy, then he was with the Rangers, right? Was he was the Rangers?
Yeah.
Oh, he was. Yeah. He was in 23. You're right.
Not even prime.
I was leaning Bochy myself. I mean, it would be
it has to be Bruce Bochy. Like that's
in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
just choosing Bobby.
Yeah.
I'm choosing Bobby because I know Bobby.
For the fans.
He's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go wrong there. Joe Torre's a Hall of Famer. Can't go wrong there. You know what I'm saying? Dusty Baker will be one. And Bruce Bochy will be one. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will both be Hall of Famers.
For what Bochy did with what he had and how many he won, I mean, come on.
Yeah. I agree. I very much agree. That's a good question. I like that. That was really good.
Made good calls as well. I mean, you think about like the pitching, you know, like how you manage that.
Yeah.
In all those World Series.
Well, the same thing with the 23 Rangers, man. The 23 Rangers, if you look at all those guys that year, and they're actually probably a team that you could literally be like, well, there might be a case on this. What was that team doing? You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at all those guys, they all have not been the same since. But that year, that Rangers team was on fire. They had like 5 All-Stars like from their lineup playing. Like they were just, and they were so hot during the playoffs. They were just running through people.
Well, they were also a new team. Like, I mean, like they basically pieced that team together, and then that team, I'm not even sure. Like, it's kind of just some of those guys. I mean, a lot of those guys aren't. It was just kind of like a one. You had guys that you would thought would be there for a long time. Like, Simeon was on that team, right?
Yeah, Simeon, Adolis Garcia,
Corey Seager.
Seager. Yeah, there was a bunch.
Like first year there, right? Or second
Jonah
year?
Heim. Yeah, Jonah Heim. Wyatt Langford. There was a lot of guys that were that's what I'm saying. That team was amazing, but for some reason ever since, all those guys have not been good. None, like literally, I can't even tell you. Like even their pitchers. The only person that was probably on that team that was good was probably Jacob deGrom.
Yeah.
Like he's the only guy that's actually, but I think he was injured for most of that year. I don't know.
He was injured too.
Yeah. So
that's all Bruce, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Might have been their best player.
What I'm saying is that Bruce Bochy probably brought that out of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, so I think in terms of track record, in terms of quality of teams, in terms of, what Bruce Bochy did in terms of conversion rate when he got to the World Series, it's hard to argue Bruce Bochy. And that's the guy that when you look at all those guys that you named was probably the odd man out when people first initially thought about it.
Yeah.
But then he is probably the best one, you know? But
100%.
Tease around, right?
Well,
does Blake got one?
That's a tough follow-up. What in the world? Come on,
for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall y'all asking me to come up with this, but I mean, y'all.
It was in that list.
That,
that
I mean,
list?
there was only
Briar
1,000 unread text messages when I woke up this morning. I don't know. I'll come up with something off the dome.
All right.
Do y'all think ABS is helping or hurting Major League Baseball?
I think it's helping.
I think it's helping.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think there needs to be a little bit more of the challenge system utilized. Honestly, like with the not with the. It's like what is it? They can't review like foul tips and stuff. That's already kind of hurt us. The foul tip thing, I wish could be reviewed. I wish there was a little bit. Honestly, I thought I would hate it. And
I thought I would hate it too, but I like it so far.
Yeah. All right, Briar, what's your question? Let's hear it.
Oh, okay. So I went more the hot take route. Okay.
Right.
And so what I said was that I guess I don't know if I necessarily believe this hot take, but it was the biggest hot take that came into my mind when you asked the question. Okay. And it kind of deals with what we've talked about. Hot take. Scorching hot take. We probably have to get the oven mitts out, but
I don't have any in here with me. I'm not even going to run to the kitchen.
If Acuna after he comes back from this injury, if he does not stay healthy for the rest of the season, let's say he gets injured again, okay? Do you still re-sign Ronald Acuna Jr.? And my hot take is I don't think you do.
You can't be like the Angels and continue to sign somebody and they can't play a full season.
Can I answer? It depends.
Yeah,
depends on how much we can sign him for.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you got to think that there is going to be someone that will go out and still pay him to take the chance. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
And he's got
maybe people learn from this season too. You never know. Like, what if Kyle Tucker doesn't end up just staying hot or whatever? What if he has a bad season? People are like, "Whoa, dang!" You see what happens when we pay a guy $60 million. I mean, because you got to think too, the big market changer for the big market person is really only Ohtani. He's the only like unicorn that there is that's also from like another country that loves baseball. You know, so like of course, like it would have made sense for anybody, especially the Dodgers, to sign Ohtani to $1 billion deal. It might not make sense, and the Dodgers might realize it really doesn't make sense for us to sign a guy like Kyle Tucker. I mean, I think Acuna's better, but you know, it doesn't make sense for us to do that again. You know, like we've done it with all these other guys, and it really doesn't. You know, it's like 50-50. So maybe people learn from that. I mean, of course, the Braves are probably not going to sign him anyways, but you could also kind of make the case, well, what if somebody else doesn't sign him for whatever, this super max deal or whatever, and, you know, everybody's kind of just offering him really what the Braves can offer him, because, I mean, we could have kept Freddie Freeman too. I mean, we offered Freddie Freeman more than what the Dodgers ended up paying Freddie Freeman. You know, like basically the Dodgers paid him more to work for them for another year. It makes no, you know, it's stupid. Like Freddie ended up going to them on like what, a 7-year deal or something, and we gave him a 6-year deal, and then the Dodgers paid him less. Plus, you got California taxes. And then
it was 6 years, 180, and then we offered him 5 years, 150.
All right,
because he wanted 30 mil.
Was that exact numbers?
Yeah, I think that was exactly.
But after taxes, it ended up being where California taxes. Yeah, it ended up being actually more for him to stay in Atlanta. So he's basically working for the Dodgers for 1 more year, under contract with them for 1 more year, versus he could have just played here 5 or whatever, and then probably signed again with the Braves for his last 2 or 3 years or whatever. But I think his wife wanted to go to California. I think that was the big.
That's the conspiracy theory.
It's a conspiracy theory, but it's not. She wanted to be out there. That was all her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Unfortunately, she gives off that, hotty toddy, want to live out and.
There is the thing. I mean, she is from Georgia. Freddie's from California. You know what I'm saying? So there could be that world where Freddie goes, well, I think Freddie wanted to be here. I think it was the agent. I think the agent really royally screwed that up. But I do think that Freddie should have been more involved in the situation. So Freddie is at fault, but I think that his agent is one who kind of didn't relay all the information correctly. And then Freddie was too late because AA was like, all right, well, I can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait around.
Let me go get the 2026 MVP. And and let me get someone that's like a couple years younger than him, but is kind of just like Freddie.
What's his name again?
Mark Olson.
Mark Olson.
Matteo. But yeah, exactly. So I mean, but again, why are we sitting here talking about Freddie Freeman in 2026? You know what I'm saying? He's gone. It is what it is. Now, Freddie, he will be a legend. He'll definitely go into Braves Hall of Fame. I don't know if they retire the guy's number, but he'll go in the Hall of Fame, but he'll probably end up in, and I think a lot of people will hate to hear this, but I think by the end of it, I think Freddie goes in with a Hall of Fame hat. He doesn't go in with just a Braves hat or an LA hat. It's kind of because he's won 2 World Series with the LA Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard. Yeah. That's why Greg Maddux went in with a Hall of Fame hat, because he had just as long his career with the Cubs as he with the Braves. Just in the 2 separate segments. So yeah, I don't know. I digress. But yeah, Acuna, I think it's hard because I think he has to be. You have to consider the situation of, we can pay him all this money and him not give us the return we want because he's declining physically. But I mean, yeah, maybe you can get maybe a shorter year deal out of him and pay him a couple, like, hey, you want to do 3 years or something like that and give him. But I just doubt it. I think he's going to go for the big 10, 11-year contract as much. But if he comes back and he's healthy, I'm saying that's if he gets injured again. But if he comes back and he's healthy and he gets hot like he's supposed to, then you're sitting here, we're not questioning it. You take the chance because it's just about what have you done for me lately, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think if you get the chance, you especially if he doesn't come back blazing, even if he stays healthy, I think you try to trade him. I think you try to get something for him.
Well, you know it, I think, halfway through the final year of his contract, which I think is in 28, 29.
Yeah. I think it's
28, I think.
Yeah.
28. Yeah, so if so, it's at least a couple years down the road. I think if you're going into the season and Ronald has not been signed yet, you hope to God that AA trades that man. You hope to God, because AA should know.
It's gonna be tough though if we're right in the middle of it all again.
Yeah, but you don't want another Freeman situation. He basically
or Dansby or Max Fried. You can't.
All these players got off, and we got nothing but a compensatory pick or whatever. That's all we got.
AA should know better.
Well, we won the World Series.
I don't.
We won the world. We needed them to win the World Series. What if we need Acuna to win the freaking World Series?
We didn't need him the first
Acuna here. I don't care about the draft picks at all or whatever. Win the freaking World Series.
I'm
not banking on next year. I'm banking on if we're in first place and Acuna's raking on the last year of his contract. I don't give a dang.
I get that, but I also look at I want sustained success. And sustained success. I want World Series every year. And you're not going to be able to keep all these players.
No, you're not. But I'll deal with the season. I'll deal with that after the season.
Yeah,
we've
but
lived through
think, like I said,
sustained success our entire childhood. Bobby Cox won
Yeah.
15 division titles with
One
one
World
World
I'd
Series.
have traded like 5 of those for one more World Series.
Absolutely.
but yeah, I think that you have to consider the conversation of trying to get something from him, but it just comes down to, unfortunately, it's Liberty Media, and Liberty Media needs to. You would expect them, but I don't think as good businessmen, if they see a hazard and they see a risk, are they going to spend on it? Probably not.
No.
But then again, are they good businessmen? I have no idea. They make a lot of money on the battery. Thank God for PBR and thank God for Kennesaw State, baby. Oh my goodness.
I'll make
Thank you
sure
for building another building of, around
I'll make
Truist
sure
and
I
battery.
I'll sit in on the next stakeholders meeting that they have.
I know. Me too. Yes, I need to actually exercise my vote. Goodness gracious. But anyway, should we start getting to this game and make it?
I was gonna say we get down on the farm, but let's just highlight that. What's the guy's name? What's the guy's
Eric
name?
Hartman. He's raking. He went from a graded 30 power to a 60 power in a matter of a month. Okay, he is putting up numbers. He actually
Who's
just
got them stats? Paper pop, baby. Paper pop.
Yeah.
I'll turn it over.
33 runs, 41 hits, 12 home runs, 30 RBIs, 13 stolen bases, 331 average, on base percentage of 417, and an OPS of 1.127. Paper pop, baby. Kids raking.
Woo!
He entered the top 100 just this past week, but he is putting up top 10 prospect and baseball numbers.
Yeah.
And he's
numbers that some of those numbers Ronnie didn't even put up.
Yeah.
Right.
And
that was like doubled some of those numbers.
But I think they need to move him up to AA. They got to jump him. You have to, if he's this fiery, if he's this hot, you got to say, hey, okay, let's go see what he can do at the next step. If he continues to do it, and you start getting that guy into the mix if he's ready. But I mean, you play it safe naturally again.
Or maybe you save him as a trade piece.
Well, that's what I said. That's what the whole point of that segment was supposed to be, is down on the farm, was I was going to go through this list that I sent you all earlier of all the stats of all these hot farm prospects we have, and we might actually have more capital to trade than I initially anticipated. Which meaning, like, when I say that, I mean we can trade some guys that can give us some good value without having to trade people like J.R. Ritchie and Didier Fuentes and Spencer Swellen, like stuff these guys that are younger, that are these young arms depth pieces as we go through. Now, Spencer Swellenbach's probably our number 3 guy when he's all healthy. But I'm saying, like, these younger guys, Hey, Bryce Elder would make a great trade piece now. Hey, but I'm saying
Cy Young, baby.
I don't know, because that's another question I wanted to bring up, is that Bryce Elder, the past couple seasons, we've wanted that guy gone.
Yeah.
And he is finally hot enough that you could trade him.
Well, that's
now. Does it bite you? Is he figured it out? Does a sinker really change the entire game for him? Maybe.
We'll see. I think that there's
sometimes
that's the thing, was we fall for the lie that the media tells us, which is like Greg Maddux came in and fixed this guy, and it's like, yeah, but if he goes out there and freaking gives up 10 runs in the next start, we're all going, maybe he was just lucky for his first,
I'm seeing his pitches, though. I'm seeing some of them pitches he's throwing do stuff I've never seen Bryce Elder pitches do.
They are cutting back in.
He's commanding it well. If he wants to throw it inside, if he wants to throw a low inside sinker, I mean, it's right there.
He threw a cutter last game that was literally way inside and kind of just went right back inside and struck the dude out looking. And I was also like, what? And the guy was just like, what?
He might be for real. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the guy, he looks
confident.
He looks confident. He has that fire, and but then again, like I said, I saw that guy in 2023 all the way through All-Star break. You know what I'm saying? And then when he came out from the All-Star break, he looked like a totally different guy. And I remember to the point that when we were in the postseason playing the Phillies, and he ended up getting shelled, and everyone was saying, "Please don't start Bryce Elder." I was like, "This guy was an all-star earlier this year, and we're sitting here yelling, please don't start him." They start him, he gets shelled. You know what I'm saying? So
again, though, I don't remember seeing his pitches do what they're doing now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, there could be that fix.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's just the movement he's got now. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's movement that I don't think you figure out. It's kind of like, Chris Sale's slider. You don't figure that pitch out.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets to a point where he can throw that slider for a strikeout, generally you're striking out.
Well, but that's the thing with the whole Greg Maddux situation is Greg Maddux, his main pitch was that sinker and that cutter. The sinker, though, was what made him so deadly and what made him live on the edges, because he would throw it and it would go, and you, as a batter, you think it's going to catch that inside corner. So you're going to swing at it, but then it drops right below the zone, right? Yep. Or you think that it's like, you're like, oh, that's a little low, and then it would kind of like, I'm going to spit on this, and it would drop right in. You know what I'm saying? It's so if Greg Maddux really did spit the time and say, hey, you're holding the ball wrong, you think about it this way, whatever it is, and he hammered that in the offseason.
Bravo. That's all you got to give
Makes sense.
Give him a hand clap.
Exactly. But anyway, it's time for the Brave Idiots Game Show. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, nice. Did you see that? Right. Did you see that transition? I went, and then you hit with the little slide. It came in. That was pretty sick.
And you have like blooper like this.
Yaw. Blooper blast.
All right. This is basically a true or false type game. We will read through a statement. We'll kind of go down the line here. We'll kind of start. We'll start at bottom to top, though. So we'll let Briar go first. We'll let Blake go second, Aston, then me. That way, maybe these first three questions, then they are three statements. We're basically just saying if we think it is true or false. So what we'll do is we'll let Briar will be our first one. Briar will tell us if he thinks that this is true or false. Right before he does, we're kind of rating our and I should say we're saying either bloop or blast, right? So bloop is true, blast is false. Okay, so you're either voting at bloop or blast, and then we can kind of reveal what we thought it was. And how do I get the point system going? Let me see. Oh, it's just how many of us agree with what you're saying. Like if Briar said bloop and we all said bloop, then Briar gets 3 points. Okay. But if we got one, let's say Briar said bloop and Blake and Aston said bloop, but I said blast, then Briar would only get 2 points. All right. So it's kind of like if you get some agreement or some amens on what you say, then you get the points.
Got it. But
don't cheat it, guys. You can't change your answer halfway through Briar trying to explain why he thinks it's true or false.
Fair.
All right, first one. Yeah, I know how to do it. Dubon will be an all-star. Briar and everybody, make sure you got your answer picked out. Bloop or blast?
I'm gonna say, I'm not even gonna write it down. I'm just gonna say bloop.
All right.
And even if I've already seen the blast, I'm just gonna say bloop.
Yeah, you gotta wait till he says his answer to throw your answer up there. I'm agreeing with you. I said bloop as well, Briar, so you get at least a point.
Just think that he's one of those guys that he may not make the vote, but he's one of those guys that gets picked as a like to fill out the bench or a last minute replacement just for the ability of what he's done. You know, around the field, and he's just hitting the ball. You can't argue the hitting with the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give him a little shot, especially since all eyes are on the Braves this year. So he's getting traction. He's getting buzz around him.
All right, good answer. You got 1 point there. That was the only one to agree with you. These lane failed right here in the middle. Aston and Blake said blast. They thought that was a false. He's going to be an all-star, guys. All right. Blake is up next. Austin Riley will be an Atlanta Brave his entire career. Bloop or blast?
I'm gonna say blast. I'm gonna say blast. I don't think he'll be a Brave his entire career.
I'm saying blast as well. What you got, Briar?
I gotta say bloop or blast, whatever means that he's gonna be here for his entire career. So bloop.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just already here too long already. he's at least here for another 5 years. So you know he's already kind of getting close past that 10-year mark. So you got to think about all that kind of jazz. You know, he may retire early, not because he's retiring from baseball. He's just you know, he might end up sucking so bad he can't find a team. He's forced to retire. Who knows?
He just takes his money and runs.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah. It happens, man. So,
but you talk about young Vic that way.
Hey, like I said with Strider, if it makes him go off. Then...
Yeah, I mean, we were all dogging Yaz yesterday, and but we also said that Yaz would. We all had the feeling he could turn it around, and tonight he did. All right, we're gonna let Aston hit this one up, and this one I already had this on the slideshow. Then everybody starts talking about Mike Trout being a dadgum Atlanta Brave. That's what pissed me off. So Mike Trout will be an Atlanta Brave this season. Is that bloop, aka true, or blast, false? Is that a bloop or a blast, Aston?
Oh yeah, there's just
it's blast.
It's blast. I was just saying that we're not going to sign a guy named Ronald Acuna Jr. because of his injury situation.
And unfortunately, as bad as I would like to have Mike Trout as a DH only, I just do not. I don't see the Angels letting him go. I think they're going to ride that dude till he can't play anymore, and he's gonna leave the MLB as a future Hall of Famer and not have a championship,
nor a playoff win,
possibly. Poor guy,
but he's
generation player. I mean, dude has
blast.
Dude has been crazy good his entire career. Even the years he doesn't even play the whole season, he's putting up crazy numbers.
Hey, when we get more money for this pod, we need to make a sound effect on here that's like a button, and I hit it and it says bloop, and then we can have one that says blast.
I don't think you need to increase production value to add that. Honestly, I feel like there's a way to add that amount.
We got to hire somebody to do that. That's above my pay grade.
Aston, you can do that. You can add that, right?
All right, what's this next question here?
All right.
Oh yeah, that's something I put out there.
Acuna will still hit 20 home runs this season. I'm gonna say that is a bloop. That is true. I think he still will hit 20 home runs.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to give myself 3 points. Me and Aston are tied after round one. I mean, I think he comes back. I think he gets healthy. I think he'll be fine the rest of the season. And he's going to hit.
Technically, he's not on
pace. He's going to hit 30 home runs.
Technically, he's not on pace. We're 1/4 of the way through, and he only has 2.
I don't care. He's just going to come back, and he's going to hit like 8 home runs that first week back.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
on.
I'm cool with that. I'm
It
just
gets
saying
hot,
that
dude rakes. So he could go on a run where he hits 15 in
yeah,
3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
that's very true.
That's exactly what's going to happen. All right, we'll go back down to Briar. This is yours, Briar, but go for it. The Braves will finish with the best record in baseball. I say Blast as well. All right.
There you go, Blake. I
2
love to believe.
points.
You said it earlier. I believe you, man. I would love to believe you.
Who do you think will be who will have the best record in baseball, Briar, if it's not the Braves?
Probably the Yankees.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Yankees.
Nah.
Yeah. Even though the Yankees are not even first place in their own division.
What do you think, Aston? Who's going to have it?
It's going to be the Yankees.
Yeah.
I think the Braves will be right behind them, but I think the Braves will lose a series or two that we shouldn't at some point. I mean, we can't stay this hot all season. The Yankees, man, they got too many
Why
bombers.
can't we? We got more stuff coming down the pipe.
It's always possible.
I mean, it's possible.
We got people hurting coming back, and they're playing like this.
I mean, you see the way the Red Sox are playing right now. The Yankees get to play them. So,
we got Dom Smith coming off the bench going 4 for 4. Come on.
That's true. That's true.
We are good.
Very true.
We are so good, yeah.
I hope so. Oh God, I hope that. I hope we're
Don't let them kill us in.
Now,
Oh,
I do
man.
think the Braves will have over 100 wins.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with that. Remember our early preseason predictions? We got to
Yeah.
bring those out at some point.
Yeah, nobody said 100 wins, right?
No,
Nobody.
I think we- I
maybe
think we-
Blake
they're on
gave
pace.
us the highest.
I think
Maybe
yeah. I
Maybe
think
it was
we-
me. I don't know.
I think
No,
we
I think it
all-
was you, Jake. I think I was at 92.
I think I'm at like
wins.
98 wins or something.
I think I was at
95.
92.
Both said 90. Was it 92 and 70?
Something like that.
And y'all gave me so much crap about Olsen having 90 extra base hits, which he's on like pace to destroy.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about who I said would have all the base hits or the extra base hits. We're gonna keep that a
Hey,
hush
well,
hush.
You
I'm
said
gonna-
Michael Harris Jr.,
I'm
right?
gonna pull that back up and I'm gonna edit that part out of that video.
I'm just saying I will gladly
Yes,
be
yes,
okay
right.
to put us all on blast on social media for being completely wrong. Like
Absolutely.
I'm
yeah.
okay with that because guess
For
what?
sure.
Being wrong makes it feel so right. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. As long as the Braves friggin' win, I do not care.
Exactly. All right, let's get in on this next one.
Blake, Matt
You know-
Olson will be an MVP finalist.
You know what I think?
Oh yeah.
He will be the MVP.
I think he's gonna be the MVP right now
Yeah.
as well.
Bloop.
I don't think he'll be MVP, but I think he'll be top 3.
He's gonna win
Because
it.
the MLB, this
Yeah.
plug
Stupid
in our
MLB.
Shohei hate. The MLB will find a way to give it to Shohei.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Briar. Lay
I
it.
saw. Oh, by the way, I want to put out there we haven't talked since the Dodgers series. I think Shohei Ohtani struck out like 6 or 7
6
times in
times?
that series. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I just want you to know, MLB, I'm pretty sure you still found a way to throw some clip on there. I know he had that little 2-run single. Big whoop. All right. Okay. No one cares, but no one was talking about how great the Braves were hitting,
Right.
especially
Yeah,
after that.
I mean,
first game.
Dubon did better than freaking Shohei Ohtani.
You guys were talking a lot of crap on the
Eli
MLB
White
Network
did better
after
than
that
Ohtani.
first game. Yeah. Don't think that we forgot.
Is
All
it
right.
just-
Don't you think?
Or were we winning 5-0 and then Max Muncy like pimps that home
Garbage
run?
time.
Like,
Yeah.
Both games, garbage time home runs. Didn't mean crap. We were literally on the brink of shutting them out.
It was the bottom of the 8th. When he
We're
hit
throwing
that
strikes. We're
I'm
throwing
gonna have to
strikes.
find. Dodgers is becoming a bad word on this channel, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find a soundbite.
They've
That way we-
always been a bad word in my mind. Honestly, they
yeah,
still
but it's getting to where I'm gonna have to find a soundbite for him.
To be honest with you, this is my personal opinion. They've been a bigger bad word than the Mets or the Yankees, or the Mets or the Phillies. Shoot, even the Yankees can get a bad word too. They can all get a bad word because they all can get it. We're running this back, baby. We're getting this back. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
2021 and
It's on site for every single team.
6. Yes.
You can all catch these hands.
These are rated E for everyone, baby. All right.
All right. Is it Aston's turn? The Braves will trade Sean Murphy. I think we already know what Aston's gonna say. Maybe I should go against what he's gonna say, but
no, I'm just kidding.
I think we're all gonna agree.
Yeah. I put
you
it.
Can't do that, Briar.
I know. I was joking. It's but to be honest with you, it's more than likely it's going to be Blast.
Yeah, it's got to happen. Unfortunately,
I don't know, man. I feel like this stance it.
I just think that AA is not going to do it, and I don't know, but I want it to happen, and I'm glad we all agreed with that. Maybe we're putting that energy out into the world.
Hopefully.
Cash considerations, baby.
Yep.
He's a goner.
I thought it will because you got Drake Baldwin, who's phenomenal. He can DH or he can catch. And if he needs a day off, and you got just hypothetically Jonah Heim back, you got Dominic Smith sitting over there, and Mateo sitting over there who can DH. I say trade him and just get something, a freaking bucket of sunflower seeds or something. Get something. I mean, I wouldn't hold on to him.
Well, sadly, it seems like everybody covets the backup catcher position.
Yeah,
to be able to give people days off, but
division.
But I think we could trade him and get something good as far as pitching goes, relief pitching, and then possibly like a not as good catcher. Who knows? You never know. Anyways, we're gonna get to the next one. The Giants will end up firing Vitello. Is that who says his name? Vitello?
Yeah, Vitello.
Do we mean this season, Aston?
Yep, that's what it means.
At any point.
Yes,
that's season. What it means.
I'm gonna say that they do not. I'm gonna say the Blast.
I do too.
You say Bloop, Aston?
I said Bloop. I think they do.
Will?
I think they do.
All right, let me just do my public defense for my boy Tony Vitello, okay?
I saw this. Briar's a Tennessee fan, in case anybody out there does not know.
So first off, I gotta say that it was very risky for the Giants to do what they did. Okay, it was very risky. It was the first time a college baseball coach has made the transition to MLB manager with no prior MLB experience as a player or a coach, anything. It was a very, very big risk, okay? And they would look stupid to fire him after one season.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, what the hell does the Giants have that says that they should be a contender in the first place? Like, really, look at their lineup.
Rafael Devers is about
Rafael Devers. Okay, but
I mean, they got decent pitching as well.
Decent pitching.
They're a couple to a few years away. And all
what I'm saying is,
man. I mean, I look at that roster and I see wild card.
I see. That's what I'm saying. I don't look at Rafael Devers and actually give him any sort of they got him. Rafael Devers is a good piece to have, but he, for the most part, he's not game changing in my opinion. Everything
he hit a
else,
walk off on us last year.
I mean, they got
everyone hit walk offs on us last year. We lost how many more games?
I mean, they've got pieces, and he's not. I don't know. I saw a video the other day, and there was some stuff going down, and dude's just stone faced standing in the corner with his arms crossed.
Yeah,
and just not doing anything about it. And it's like, I just get the feeling he's going to be gone, and I hate it for the guy because at the beginning I wanted the Braves to kind of go after him. I thought it would have been a good hire.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Why
it all starts with respect, and I'm going to be 100% with you. It all starts with respect, and does a coach have to earn that? Yeah, but the players also have to stop being little. You know,
they do,
honestly, because that's really what it kind of comes down to. You have a guy, he's your manager, that's your boss, no matter what you like about it or not. That's your boss, okay?
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, again, I really mean this, and I don't think the Giants have anything that was going to compete in the top 2 of that division regardless. So what I'm saying is to think that Tony Vitale, they literally fired their coach last season, guys. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm like, they're already in that situation. Yeah, do they want change? Yes, but they can't. They can't fire coaches.
You got to think about the guys too. The guys that are making that decision are new in their role as well. So like you've got Buster Posey. Yeah, he's new. He's not
risky.
I guarantee you ask Buster Posey right now, and I guarantee you ask him almost at the end of this season, he's gonna say, "We believe in our guy Vitello. That's why we hired him."
At least give him another year. Just give him another shot.
They'll give him at least another half of a season after this season before they even think about doing anything.
But I do understand. I understand.
But Giants land is different. It's a lot like, it is a lot like the Yankees, where like maybe they're not booing everybody that comes up to bat who's 0 for 5 in a game, but.
Yeah.
But they are like the fans expect a lot because they've always had a good team. So that's what makes it tough.
Exactly.
Because you got to think too, they're going to be saying, all right, I don't care. Like this Buster Posey guy's never done this before. He might have been a good catcher, but let's get his butt out of here too. So who knows? All right. Next one. The Mets continue to suck, and the Phillies go on another long losing streak. Who are we
Should
on?
we keep this as the last one, though? Since we're kind of over time
We'll just go quick. So Mets continue to suck, and because we only got like 3 more after this. So Mets suck. I don't know who we're on the.
Briar.
Who just
It's me.
Okay.
Mets suck and the Phillies go on another long losing streak. I guess that's a 2-parter. I might think one is right and one's not right.
They both have to be correct.
Oh well, both of them have to be correct. I'm gonna say blast because I think the Phillies are gonna figure it out. They're gonna make a little run there at the end.
I think they are as well.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Dodgers will lose their division, but make the NLCS. Blake, what do you think? Bloop or blast?
Oh, yeah. I think you did say that at the beginning of the year, didn't you say that, Blake? That they were going to lose the division?
I agree.
I think I'm going to say blast. Because I just don't see them losing. I don't know. Maybe the Padres get it. I don't know. Who knows?
All right, and I think it's hard to say that the Dodgers are going to lose their division. It just seems impossible.
That's why I'd say blast.
I'm going to say bloop just for fun.
Would it be fun? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would be fun. Definitely.
All right. Aston, the Braves finished the season with the most wins in baseball.
Not to be confused with the best record.
Correct. Might have a tied game, right?
It technically
did we double up on one?
Yeah, it's technically the same thing as the best record.
I don't remember what we said earlier.
Okay, I think I said blast because like I said, we were just talking about the Yankees and then I guess the Dodgers. I mean, I don't know.
What did you say on that one, Blake? Blast or bloop?
Bloop.
Okay, so 2. 1, 2, and last one. Aston, I think, is in the lead right now, anyways. But Strider will work his way back as the ace and put himself into the mix for the NL Cy Young. I'm gonna say blast. I'm gonna say he's nowhere close to it. Bryce Elder. And
there you go, Blake. There you go, Blake.
I'm just doing that just out of spite.
Well, there we go. I hope. I mean, listen. again, I saw Marcell Ozuna come back after being way below in the Mariana Trench below the Mendoza line and come back and be a 40 home run and a 100 RBI hitter. So anything's possible to me, boys. Anything.
Yeah. All right. Well, Aston, you are the winner of the Bigs, the Brave Idiot Game Show. Aston had 8 points.
He's the biggest idiot.
Yeah. What an idiot. What? We need another sound button that says, what an idiot for whoever wins, right? And then like explosions on whoever won. All right.
Hey, and I hate to change the subject, but let's talk about them Seattle home runs.
Oh, dang.
Did we ever just like figure
Yes.
those out?
So, yeah. Remember, everybody, we're going for the MVP. You can't blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows the most valuable podcaster will be crowned by the end of the season. We're adding points. We've kind of came up with our little side game here. I think Blake came up with this, is like choosing how many home runs are hit in certain series. And so Aston somehow got lucky. We hit like 4 home runs against the Mariners one game, and then we just go cold. And so he got that prediction correct with 5 home runs in Seattle. So he's going to get an extra 100 points. And I added it on there. That's where that plus 100 is, Aston. But now we're going to give you another plus 100 for winning tonight.
Give them to me. Give me all the points.
So now Aston is at 400 points. So is Briar. It's a tie, 400 to 400. And I'm still sitting here at 350. And Blake, you got some. Wait. Is there something I'm forgetting to add? Or is that. Did everybody get the. No, that's why I gave 100 points to Briar. That was for the guessing how many games, right? The record, which was 6-4. So, dang, Blake. It's those missed pods that got you right now. That's it. Honestly, you'd be at 200 if not for that. But Aston had a big week here. He did. He's like come back from the dead right there, and he's now in the lead.
I'd like to thank my sponsors.
I demand a recount. I demand a recount.
All right,
it's a long season.
He got an extra point or 2 on that double up question.
All right, guys, let's talk about just the last little segment here. This is our Diamond Detour. This is a short segment we'll do each week to discuss anything baseball related or not. I wanted to hit on that. Of course, we said we lost Ted and Bobby this week, so I wanted to know if you had. You might not have one because we were all young. What is your best Bobby Cox memory?
I actually did have one. I just every time it seemed like every time he got ejected, he wasn't even that animated. Like he would just walk out there, and it's almost like he's talking. He's just talking to the and it's almost like you feel like it's something he said to him, stone faced, that made him eject him. And it's like he knew what to say.
Yep.
And it's like every single time. You'll see some managers, they'll be out of red face and just yelling and pointing.
Right.
You hardly ever saw Bobby do that. But he always got ejected every time he did.
Yeah. It's crazy. Hey, what did he say, man? To do that.
There's no telling. I would like to know, actually. I would like, if somebody knew exactly what he would say to them, that would be, or maybe we get John Boy to maybe
John Boy to go back and look. Yeah. That's what he needs to be doing. Dang, he'd have like 1,000 million views right there off of that. What about Briar, Blake? Anything that comes to mind?
I mean, for me, I really don't have like a very specific memory, but I think that for a lot of Braves fans, it's really just it's the injections, but it was something about just seeing Bobby sitting in in the bullpen, or not the bullpen, in the dugout with his arms crossed in that navy blue
Old school
like
jacket.
windbreaker jacket. You know what I'm saying, with his hat, and he would just sit there, him and Leo Mazzoni, and they would just sit there, but he had the arms always crossed, just sitting there. But yeah, and then he was just always yapping about something, you know. So that's like, I think the biggest memory when I think of Bobby Cox, that's exactly the first image that pops in my head, is him literally sitting in the dugout with his arms crossed and just, you know, just sitting there like dialed into the game. You know, just that classic. But yeah, the ejections are always fun. There's always these different things that everyone talks about. But he is the guy, when you think of ejections, you think of him. And but yeah, that. And then most recently, one of my favorite moments recently was Snick going to Bobby's home after they won the World Series and letting him hold the World Series trophy. I really love to see that. That was really cool to see.
Nice. Anything come to mind, Blake? I mean, I'll say mine. Mine's just, I remember just him getting thrown out of games. Felt like he was like bigger than the game. It's almost like Briar said, he was just like just a figure over there in the dugout who was kind of not even always. It almost felt like he didn't even have to be watching the game to know exactly what was always going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was always at the right time, it seemed like, go out there and just fire up the boys, you know, like get tossed, and like everything would turn, it seemed like, and we would just, you know, make a big comeback or something like that. And you're always like, and that's tough for Snit and Weiss, same thing, to follow in the footsteps, because you're always like, oh, I remember when Snit first took over, and I was like, Bobby would have done that. Like, Bobby would have been in his face, like right here. And a lot of times, like, to start off with, Snit wouldn't. And then there was a time where he did. And I was like, yeah, he's just like Bobby. Like, it's just how Bobby would do it. And then, you know, like towards the end, it seemed like he was one of those that was just like, you know, I heard on the radio today, they were talking about there's a lot of guys who are managers who are just like, well, if I go out there and yell at them, it's not going to change their mind. You know, and they were like, Bobby was never like that. He was always like, let me stand up for my guys.
Exactly.
It fires them up, and, you know, they know I've got their back. And I think that's, you got to be like that, like literally your whole career. And hopefully you got Goldberg Weiss that's out there, and he's going to be just like that, where, you know.
Well, you know, did you see that story Chipper told about, you know, was it that Boston game where something happened with Eric O'Flaherty, and then Chipper got animated and was going after the ump, and Bobby come out there and got between them, and Chipper was trying to go, but Bobby was yelling at the guy, and Bobby got tossed, but Chipper got to stay in the game. Chipper ended up hitting the home run to win the game.
There's the moment where Chipper's getting in his face and stuff like that, and then Bobby like separates him and he just starts yelling at him too, even though Chipper was in the wrong the entire time. And it was so there's a couple moments throughout time, but there's this that specific moment is kind of like that for Chipper. But then there's a couple with John Smoltz and stuff like that Bobby did, and you just see Chipper over there at like third base like laughing because he finds it so funny. Like, they used to find it so funny when this guy would go out there and just like talk crack and get like tossed and stuff like that. You just kind of knew, you're like, oh, here comes Bobby. He's gonna get the crowd going.
Yeah, but like I said, he never would get like overly animated about it. It was always just, he was just talking to them in a way that would be just enough to make them mad to eject him. But he wasn't blowing a blood vessel out there. His face wasn't turning red. You didn't see vessels popping outside of his head or his neck. And then he would just walk on out after he got ejected. And sometimes he'd turn around and keep talking.
Exactly. Go down and come back up. You just knew it until the guys started to pull him off, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. Let's just say that Bobby's
What a legend.
bench coach definitely got a lot of work back in the day.
Yeah.
He got a lot of time. What about you, Blake? You got anything to add on that?
No, y'all pretty much hit it all. I would say this: just when I think of Bobby Cox, I think of a lot of the Braves legends. You think of Chipper, you think of Andrew, John Smoltz, Glavine, Maddox. I mean, he had, and his later years, he was still winning a lot of games with less when when the Braves would have down years. I mean, there was a few years that he would win the division, and you didn't think the Braves could get it done, and he would find a way to piece it together and make it happen.
Yeah, they won the wild card, I believe, in his last year, in like 2009 it was.
Yeah.
They won the wild card, I remember it. And I was like, oh man, and then they lost in the first round again.
But he got him there.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah. R.I.P.
If we had just had Bruce Bochy.
Too soon.
I had to ruin the segment.
We got Freddie Gonzalez.
I got something we can hit on. The PGA Championship is this weekend. Y'all want to throw some picks out there and put some points on the line?
Tiger Woods.
To be honest, I hadn't even been paying attention to PGA the last few weeks.
Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm the same way. Ever since the Masters, I've kind of tuned out.
Well, nobody pays attention to anything but the majors anyway.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean,
you watching the Cadillac Championship on a Sunday?
I tell you who I want.
Hey, it's a lot of points for the FedEx Cup, though. You know what I'm saying? The BMW, the Cadillac.
What'd you say, Aston?
I said, I'll tell you who I won't pick. It won't be John
Rahm.
Well, yeah, that's true. You can't do that again.
I got a hot take on it. I'm gonna go speak.
Pace this headline, right? Pace this headline somewhere. I'm gonna clip this at some point. Pace the headline. John Rahm wins you. PGA Tour championship. Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, I mean, I would still say it. Just, I haven't kept up the past couple weeks, but like I said, when I said the Masters, is that I always would just default with Xander Schauffele because I literally just feel like he's always there in the top 10. So he's always in striking distance and he has to cross the bridge at some point. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you got the usual.
He doesn't have to. Justin Rose can't cross.
Justin Rose can, but there's these guys that like you can always see Scotty winning.
Tommy Fleetwood, he's never even won a PGA event.
That's crazy.
So who do you think? What's your hot take, Blake? You thought who's going to win?
Jordan Spieth. He'll complete his career Grand Slam this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, if that happens, we'll give you 100 points.
Yeah,
more than
I'm
that.
down with that.
Spieth hadn't won it.
And if John Rahm wins, Ashton gets minus 400 points. Goes back down.
I'll be back in the mix then. Let's go.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Now, to something serious.
Oh yeah. Listen up.
We are suspending the card giveaway.
Oh yeah.
Because for some reason, y'all just can't get the post to the like goal. We're 3 away, people. We're 3 away, and y'all couldn't do it. So
you can only share it so many times, right? You can only share and ask people so many times.
We've shared and shared.
We're tired of spamming everybody's accounts.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want to be that way.
Tried to get people to share it for us. We're trying here, folks. So here's what we're going to do. As of now, it's suspended. Sorry to the folks that commented and did what they were supposed to. But in the future, once our Instagram hits 200 followers, one of you on the original post will get the card and the water bottle.
And the special surprise gift that we were supposed to give you, which was a signed pair of Ellie De La Cruz cleats as well. Yeah. But you guys didn't do it. So Ashton just is going to keep that.
Yeah.
He got it nailed in.
He's going to wear them because he doesn't have any shoes. His shoes are all packed up in Georgia.
They're on the trailer.
Exactly.
Just wearing freaking Ellie De La Cruz cleats. to work. Call him Bobby Cox Jr. He's wearing his
There you
spikes
go.
everywhere.
But seriously, that's kind of it. We're just the card giveaway suspended for now. And if y'all happen to get us to 200 likes or
It was a
follows on
complete
Instagram,
and utter failure.
yeah, utter failure.
Which we're halfway there now. We are almost there to 200. And when I say halfway, I mean really just over halfway. We're like a 102.
Barely.
Hey,
we
but-
could lose a follower tomorrow.
But just to put it out there, though, we are on episode 8 and we have 100 followers. So we're averaging at least 10 followers every new episode.
Hey.
True.
That's very little right now, you know. So
true.
I think 12.
Plus some Ray McLeod likes up in that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out
Exactly.
to our
We've
boy
also-
Ray Ray.
Shout out
We
Ray
also-
Ray.
We've also engaged with
What's up,
Blooper
Ray
mascot
Ray?
legend. Yeah, so we've got some traction. People don't think that we don't got some traction, okay?
Again, also shout out to our boy Double Chop.
Double Chop always gets a shout out on this podcast.
Always.
Always gets a shout out.
We
But
got to
the
get
other ones. The
we
other
got to get
ones.
Double Chop on.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But as the other ones that we've tried to reach out to, you know what? I see how it is. And guess what? When we do get it big, when we get big, because guess what? We will. All right. And y'all like, hey, let's do a little collab. Let's do this thing. I'm like, you know what? No.
Who?
No.
What?
Come
Who are
on.
you? Who are you again?
Who? Zuna? That guy doesn't even play for the team anymore. What are we doing here? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Zuna. I like you.
Don't hate on Zuna.
I know. I do like Zuna.
He'll be giving us a post-pod recap.
Yeah. But
All right.
yeah. So anyway,
We'll wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up.
This is the end of the podcast. Farewell. You know, I hope you guys go and like and subscribe or all that good stuff. Go follow us on check out TikTok. I honestly forgot we had TikTok. Get on TikTok,
YouTube,
and check us out.
Threads, and Instagram. That's where we're all on.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Like,
Yes,
comment, subscribe, follow, all the good things. And yeah, go to Spotify. You know, like hit up the Spotify listens. You know, get it
And we
anywhere you
will
want.
See you next time here on the Brave Idiots Podcast.